Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's very rare, man, that you'll catch me talking about Arrow in a positive light, man. And that's what I have to do. I'm forced to do that tonight because once again, man, season 2 has proved to be one of the best seasons of of any superhero show, man. I'm serious. Usually season 2s, they usually if you had a bad season 1, your season 2 is usually 20 times worse, man. But the CW has managed to turn everything around, man, 360 degrees, and they are heading in a direction that is just, it's set up for success. It really is, man. Solid writing, man. Solid story, solid plot. Tonight's episode lacked in a few editing things and stuff that I picked up, once again with people that aren't supposed to be inside the show, or things that are supposed to be on characters were not there, but we'll talk about that later on. What I want to talk about is Black Canary. That's what we're going to talk about for the rest of this podcast, and I think that if you haven't seen tonight's episode entitled Broken Dolls, please stop listening to the podcast, man. It was all about her, man. I really have to say that, because if it wasn't for Black Canary showing up, Green Arrow, the season would have ended, the show would have been over, Oliver Queen would have been in jail. If it wasn't for her jumping through the top of that ceiling, and then pulling out this device, instead of using her voice, because this is a realistic approach to these comic book characters, she pulled out this little device that had this sonar wave, and it brung down the cops, it brung down Laurel, and even Oliver Queen, Green Arrow, down to his knees, and then she was able to get him out of there. And yeah, I mean, as of right now, Green Arrow's like, yo, thank you, but I gotta find out who you are. I gotta know exactly who you are, so he's trying to track her down. And what's kind of cool about that is that you have this like tag team thing going on with Green Arrow and Red Arrow. So that's what's it's kind of fascinating just to see how all of these different elements of the show are actually working in unison, and everything is working out. It's pretty perfect, man. Tonight's episode was 2.5 out of 5 stars, and the reason for that, it was just some minor things that kind of annoyed me about the show, and they started to kind of go back towards season 1 with a couple of instances where Laura's with the doll maker, and she has this device inside of her mouth that's going to turn her into a doll, by sucking in all this polymer, and then all of a sudden, like, Arrow shoots the thing, shoots the little cord down, to take the stuff out of her mouth, but then the whole entire mask is off her face. And then there's another scene where Black Canary had saved Arrow, and then she jumps up, like, I don't know, she did a jump off the car, a kick off the wall, and then like a kick in midair, and then landed on the middle of this fire escape staircase. And I was like, well, that's downright impossible. There's no way. You're not Kobe Bryant, okay? It's not gonna happen. You're not LeBron James, so let's be real. Anyway, it was just bad wiring. They just really need to go back and edit that. It kind of seemed like tonight they were just checking boxes also, man, which kind of annoyed me. It was just, oh, we need to do this in order to do that. We need to have Black Canary jump through and save Green Arrow, so that Green Arrow can work with Red Arrow, and then we need to have Felicity, go on this mission so that Felicity can be kind of important again, and then build that relationship with Oliver Queen, etc., etc. So it kind of just turned into like this checking the boxes thing. But I do have to say, utilizing Detective Lance, man, well, I guess you can say beat cop Lance now, having him on the streets of Sterling City, man, that's kind of awesome. It's like it almost feels like a cop drama show instead of a superhero, action type TV show. It feels different. I can't say it enough, man. I can't wait till season 2 is on Blu-ray. Definitely giving out a couple of copies of this, because I really, as of right now, we're 3 episodes in. Tonight was kind of not a high-ranking episode with me, but it's still worthwhile to watch and actually rewatch again. So the rewatchability factor is very high. It's just that when you're sitting through it, it's very boring. But I think watching it again, it's kind of picking up on some things. You'll definitely enjoy it. And for Batman fans, Ra's al Ghul, that's all I gotta say. Ra's al Ghul's Destiny. Yeah, that's it. Done. We're out of here. Guys, go check it out, man. Make sure you check out City of Heroes, Identity, and then Broken Dolls. We're out of here.